Sick game, man.
It's
Highly
It's
recommend.
old school, right?
Yeah, but
It's-
there's a remake coming out. An
System
HD
Shock
remake.
2?
That's the one.
Oh, nice. That's like it's like BioShock, right? Like
Similar?
BioShock like
Like
ripped it
before?
off.
Yeah, it's like very similar. It takes place in like a space station.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just like that's the first thing I think about like when I saw the map name. But this actually looks like a really interesting map.
Yeah, I'm super into it actually.
I'm kind of zooming around.
Okay.
It's somewhat reminiscent. I'm trying to remember the name of the. There's like a Brood War map, somewhat reminiscent of. Fuck my microphone.
No.
I'm so sorry about that, guys. That
all good.
was accidental. Oh, whatever. I can't remember, but it looks really nice. The third base is a little bit looks a little bit like iffy to me in a sense because you can see that you've got like a very wide approach on if we look from hero's perspective, like a wide approach on the right hand side, but then the ramp as well. That's 3 force fields. 1, 2. It's actually 3 force fields on both sides. And then
Yeah,
you have the small
it's
ramp that's 2 force fields. So that should be really easy to defend.
it's a little bit rough, I feel, for Protoss, but it is
Mhm.
doable.
I'm
It
feeling all
just
Wolf vibes on this map a little bit, but like with your natural even more exposed.
yeah. I feel like you could maybe build a wall at the third for like as with the gas as a part of the wall and kind of like use the minerals and then put some shield batteries down, but it's definitely not going to be easy, that's for sure.
Oh no.
Because I'm of a kind of, I think it looks like a relatively, like at first glance I was like, oh, this looks kind of scary, but you know, for me, when you consider that you can just wall off completely on one side and then throw down force fields on the other,
That's true.
I think it's like, yeah, it's pretty decent. The main danger is going to be like this natural, right? They break down the rocks and then they hit you like from both sides.
Yeah.
Because then what they can do is they force you to like force field the left side between the natural
Yes,
and
then they just run into the natural in main. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's like the scary part, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you guys feel as Zugs on this one? When it comes down to securing your third and fourth base, I think because look at the fourth base. Actually, you have if we go to Bly's perspective, and he goes with he just expands down to the right. You can see that there's like a small gap between that ramp and the mineral and the base. Terran could put up like some tanks there. There's some there's actually a lot of airspace between the main base and the fourth base. Could
Yes, there
easily
is,
keep
yeah.
like a couple of units there. So like, I can see the fourth base actually being very hard for Zog to take versus Terran.
The thing is, like, I kind of love this map because there's so many things about it that make it so difficult for each of the races. Like there's things on it that a smart player could very easily exploit. Like for example, you can cannon rush behind the main mineral line as a Protoss player.
Oh,
my-
yeah.
Oh
There's
my
a lot
god,
of space over there though.
dude, that's the worst. But yeah, that's actually really good.
Even as
point.
Zerg player, you can get cannon rush behind there.
Man, you could actually proxy.
Pull some
Yeah.
weird shenanigans here. That would be like next level, right? Like if you snuck around. But at least the creep does defend there, but
Yeah, but okay, you can't really do anything to Zug, but you could proxy on this map quite well. I feel the only thing is, like, the tower in the center. So I like that. I actually really like the air blockers in the center of the map.
Yeah, so do I.
That's really, really smart. Like if you think
I
about
didn't
like
realize that. Okay, that is an air blocker.
Yeah,
I was
if
sitting
you
there
think-
wondering, like, yeah, I get these Alvina vibes, but if that's an air blocker, then that's actually.
If you think about like the old design choices in many of the StarCraft maps, like there would generally be no air blockers here.
Yeah.
And then people would just like fly in. It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, you'd like boost in a medevac and it would just be ridiculously hard to defend. Like it defendable, but like way easier to execute the attack than to defend against it. Because otherwise you need like 4 to 6 static defense anti-air emplacements to like fully ward that off. Or like, you know, like 3 cannons or 3 spore crawlers or 4 turrets. But now, like, all you need to do is just kind of defend from the one side. God, I just like, I really love the design of this map.
Yeah,
I guess the one thing is like the linear expansions, though. That's like the one thing where I'm kind of like, but
how about we run it at regular speed and then we can just keep talking about the map because I have a couple of things I want to like point out. So just count us in, baby.
Well, okay, so we'll start it up in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, sick. Right. Like look at like Tempo said, the bases are like linear. Look on the opposite side. It's exactly mirrored, except that we have the base down on the low ground instead of like up a ramp, so it's down a ramp instead.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Oh
uh,
wow.
that's
like
neat.
if you think about it as well, like just look at the where the players spawn. It's essentially like Daybreak, but we don't have the bases in the center.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that like makes it a little. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing because I
To
feel
me,
like with Daybreak, when you have those bases in the middle, it allows like the point of contention, but it also gives you an option of deciding if you want to go for the middle base first to spread the creep forward, or if you want to go for the that tuck the one that almost everybody took the top left.
yeah.
Yeah. Also, sneaky Bly right there hides his drone in the top of his base to get the hatch first down. That's
Oh, nice.
that's such a Bly thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, this by the way, guys, you see the Overlord because he has to go all the way
He
around.
has to go all the way around.
Oh
This-
yeah,
This actually bottlenecks the Overlord pathing.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Um,
does.
I don't
Uh,
know if I like I
but I
don't know.
feel like you can. Well,
No,
The
like
neg-
I
Yeah,
think
right?
I think as Zerg, you're probably gonna want to go for like Overlord speed as your standard build. Like delay the third a little bit and get Overlord speed just to make sure because the main is so big.
Yeah.
But at the same time, because of this map, you're less likely to see like Oracle openings from Protoss. So, or if they
Yeah.
do come in, you have a much easier way to know where they're coming. So you can kind of skimp on static defense a little bit and just kind of zone them out from the main base.
Yeah.
But,
So I'm actually sorry,
yeah,
go on.
No. I've interrupted you a few times already.
That's all good. I was just going to say, so it's like it's kind of balanced itself out in terms of disadvantages, and it just makes the players think more, which I'm actually all for in terms of maps. Like, there's too many maps that, even though they're designed differently and they're shaped different ways, like where you take engagements is important. The strategic differences aren't really there.
Very yeah.
Like
Right.
the overall how you approach the match. But yeah, sorry, go on.
I'm just thinking about. I think the rush distance is like quite short. It's like it might even be shorter than on a biogenesis. Like look at how quickly these units are gonna.
Yeah, they're gonna be meeting each other.
Yeah,
by
this
the-
is
by the first.
Hey, is this like Zilnaga
Yeah.
Caverns? oh?
Yeah.
2.0?
Kind of got a vibe.
No, this
to it,
is
right?
this is closer than Zelnaga, I think.
This
Oh,
is
uh,
insane, guys. This is fucking insane. Imagine how
Like-
no, like imagine how powerful 3-gate adept is gonna be. In PvC.
Yeah.
Like how was I just gonna go like blind roach warrens, like on 1.5 bases?
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh,
it is a lot shorter
wow.
than that's such a hero thing though too. Like
That sneaky drone was able to get the Evo chamber down unscouted.
oh
And oh wow, he's picking off he gets one. That's pretty nice. Considering the
so-
fact that I don't think did he get a drone? No, he didn't. So
Not even
getting
one,
a probe
huh?
is pretty
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
two of the probes went down, but now he gets a scout whereas herO didn't really, right? So
Yeah, no, that's a big deal, and it's not going to change what he's doing. He's going for dropper lords.
Look at this, by the way. Hero rallied his oracle. Expected.
very shocked.
Yeah,
But he even says it.
Yeah. See now.
see, so now, yeah, he goes for double queen. Oh no, hero, what are you
He doesn't
doing?
realize that he can't get out. Ooh. Yeah.
And
Second.
that hurts so much because now like he needs it home, but it's just stuck there. It's just stuck there, and I think
well,
he's
he
dead.
might have thought that he brought it home. Like he clicked that way, but it didn't go.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Blind is allowed to get these double rounds of lings.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
this is gonna
that
be
should
really
not have
tough.
happened.
No.
Oh man, if he targeted down the pylon, yeah, I think he stops that third oracle from getting out, and
has to,
that.
yeah.
Pathing. Oh
Yeah.
no.
He has to bring the oracles back home. Like there's not.
But he's trying. No. What he's actually trying
my
to bring
God.
him home. But the way that he clicked it, like towards the top left of his main,
Yeah.
made it so that it flew to the left of the map. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
it couldn't actually get here. So
Oh man.
Okay.
It's like-
let's just conclude here, guys. That Hero is extremely lucky that Blythe decided to go back to droning.
Yeah, for real.
he would have just been in a lot of trouble. Although I
And
guess
s-
with the oracles coming back home, Lings aren't gonna get to do too much here. So maybe this droning might be the problem that he died, or the reason why he dies.
It's hard to say, because he's got like he's only actually got 3 queens, got some lings popping out, but oh, that was kind of the worst place to shade though.
Yeah, needs to bring these oracles back in and start targeting down the queens. Fighting away like this with the adepts onto supporting the oracles is really poor from herO.
Yeah, with those oracles getting taken out, I mean, he got 1 queen. He gets a decent position, but this is more so desperation, trying to get something done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, herO botched this, man. He had a lot of potential.
Really did. This is like so interesting because this highlights the 2 strengths of the players. So, well, I guess you should say it highlights the strength of Bly and the heavy weakness of herO.
Yep.
So Bly is like a very clever player.
Very,
cunning is almost the word I would use to describe it. Like dirty, even, you know, like
it's so
just
fun. Yeah, he's like the definition of a meme zerg, right? Like,
yeah. And so he figures these things out so quickly. Like he can look at this map and be like, oh, this is gonna be great on this map. Whereas herO is like all about grinding out the practice and figuring out mechanically how to win maps.
herO is a guy
clever.
who's like insanely good at optimizing ways
Yes.
to, you know, really get the most out of however he takes engagements and what kind of builds he uses. But because he doesn't really have the chance to do this here, Bly has a really good advantage. Now let's see. The adepts are actually doing a really good amount of damage. They're chunking away at these lings, and the queens, I mean, they're already spending most of their transfusions.
The problem is he's like down like more than half his economy at this point, and the queens are still not dead. Realistically, Bly can just take those queens, go home, drone up to 65, and well, actually, he doesn't even need a single more drone. He could just get Hydra Tech and absolutely crush the game, but he's just going to continue to attack and win anyways, I think.
Yeah, he actually dropped the rogue one at home.
No, Bly's loving this though, you know, like
Yeah, right.
and you can see herO kind of floundering at this point where
Oh yeah.
even like this the control of the adepts before he found like that little cubby to the north of the natural, which was dope.
Yeah, that was.
But
that's definitely somewhere that would become a problem for Zergs to deal with. If you caught them without banelings.
Yep.
Now, conversely, if they have banelings, you just lose every single adept.
Exactly, right? So
yeah, it's a double-edged sword, and that's actually kind of the theme I feel of this map is like.
Oh, the baits. Let's go.
Oh no!
It was a trap.
I don't know.
The bait. So good.
That's really.
It was
actually so smart from Bly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Bly. This is his playground at this point in time, and
Sick.
just the decision to go for the. You said it earlier with the Overlord speed to even scout, but then Bly would take it a step further and then go for the drop. So he realized that herO did some counter aggression that didn't really do that well, and the fact that he took out the oracles, just allowed him to make that Queen Ling drop be even more powerful because he had nothing to deal with the queens, and then the lings are able to get their damage done.
Yeah, that was really cool. I would like to see. Man, I really want to see that map in the map pool.
The pool? Yeah.
Like I think more than any map we've seen pretty much to date, I think that deserves to be in the map pool. There's like in terms of just like creativity and originality, like I don't know that for me anyways, it's personal opinion, and I am a Zerg. It's obviously a super wide open map, so it's pretty advantageous there.
You get your opponent's natural and like by the time you put your fourth down.
And I'm saying this now, but like because of the rush distance, it might just be like, oh well, Terran just makes 4 Raxes at home and kills you, and I'm like, oh okay.
Yeah, that's also like another danger.
Yeah.
No, but I actually like when maps like that are in the pool. You know, when Arena first came in and people were kind of like, this map is stupid, but we saw so many different little